Hey, welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone, on what is Vote Today. Did you go out and vote?
Not yet. They're not open at 3 in the morning. No, I'm coming in.
Actually true.
But afterward.
I haven't voted yet either.
Will you be going out to vote?
Yep.
Of course.
Are you voters?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I want to give you this little bit. Now, of course, most people in America know where to vote. I wasn't sure because I still can't vote, being a, I'm not an illegal immigrant, but I am here on a visa. But I would love to be able to vote. I'd love it.
Yeah.
You know, but what I found is some interesting facts. How would you feel if it was law that you had to vote in America?
If it was a law
Yeah.
to do so, I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still,
Do you think you would get a better outcome if it was law to vote in America?
I don't know, because I think then you'll say you're getting just uninformed voters, more people that just vote party line without researching the issues. But I think that happens anyway.
I do
but
too.
I think that I always err on the side of the more people that vote, the better, regardless of your opinion. So I don't know. I don't think people should maybe be required, but I would like to see, everyone get out and have their voice heard.
I don't know whether you know, but it's actually it's law in Australia that you actually have to vote, state and federal, and then if you don't, they fine you.
Really?
And first offence is $20, so it's no big deal.
Yeah.
And then it's $50, and then if you don't pay those fines, they then cancel your driver's license. Like they go. Do you know what I mean?
Why did they implement that?
It was actually implemented, I believe. They wanted everyone to have a voice, and they felt that it was the right way to make it happen. Aboriginals were allowed to vote in the 70s. I think women were allowed to vote in the 50s. There's a 94% voting. Australia has the highest amount of people that vote in the world.
Right. Well, I wouldn't
Because
want
it's
to pay
law.
a fine.
Yeah.
So I would vote.
54% in 2012 voted in America, and it was up by maybe half a point or so. It's 54 point something in 2016. I find it interesting that, and I don't want to get into the whole politics of it all, but I do find it interesting from an outside point of view, looking in on the system here in America. I feel that the people who complain the most are the ones that don't vote. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it is your right now not to vote, but what I'm saying is if you want to have better security later in life, if you want to have great social security, if you want to have great health care, if you want to have all those benefits that you have earned the right to have as a working person in this country, you have to vote for the people that are going to stand by you. And I think that's really important. And I agree with what you said, because I actually went out and asked a few people, everyone, would you vote if it was law? And they said, yeah, but we'd just pick a person.
Yeah. And
I thought, that's really interesting to me, because in Australia, we can also have a dissolution of Parliament. So as an example, let's just say President Trump was our Prime Minister, not President, and we didn't like him anymore, or we didn't like what he was doing, and a vote of no confidence, we could get rid of him. That the country could come together and say to the Parliament, I'm sorry, we're not happy with the way this is going, we'd like a new Prime Minister. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I just know that when everyone votes a Prime Minister in, the country is behind that person, not divided.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, food for thought. I don't want to take up too much time. We're going to get on to more important things. Dancing with the Stars had their big final last night, and it seems like it went by so fast. That's because this season was only 4 weeks long. The final 3 athletes competed. Adam, Tonya, and of course Josh. They all did so well. And guess who won, everyone? Adam.
Adam did
I
it.
predicted that.
Yep,
There
yep.
he is. You know what? He really is a delight to watch. He's a delight to listen to. He's such a nice bloke.
He is. He seems like a really nice guy. He worked very hard at this, obviously. He was the front runner right from the beginning.
From the very beginning.
Yeah, he was. But, I mean, he had an advantage over the other two, but Tanya Harding
How?
not as much because she still had some dance history and
Yeah, but
whatnot.
she did really well. God
She
bless
did,
her.
she did.
Yeah,
And,
she was
but
worthy to be there.
But the athlete, he was, I mean, you know, this was all new for him, so he did really well considering
Well, just
this was
remember, it's a
new-
popularity vote.
It is.
Do you know what I mean? And
It
he's
is.
a good-looking boy.
Right.
You know, ripped body. You know, the women were behind him, like,
Right.
let no tomorrow. I think Adam got it through pure. He did become America's sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
And can you call a man America's sweetheart after the Olympics? Can you say that? Is that
Yes,
the right?
sweetheart is not only male or
Only
female.
women, yeah. I think you
Okay.
can, I think we
I
can
got
say
you.
that for
I
Adam.
got you. Well, it was great. Let's
It
move
was.
on to the next one, everyone. This is what I wanted to ask you because I just thought, I don't know about this. A plus-size model had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction over there on the tan red carpet. Let's roll the video footage and then I'll show you what I mean. Now, here she is standing there, okay, walking. See that man's foot? Now, watch how she runs. Let's replay that, and when I say press pause, if you could press, oh, there it is. Oh, there's no pause, we can't pause it, darn it. Anyway, here's the thing. So the guy standing on it is also the one that picked it up and wrapped it around her. But do you notice he knows exactly where to clip
How
it?
to clip it.
Yeah.
Look at me investigating Troy Thompson.
Wow, look at this.
He knew exactly where to clip it.
No common man would have ever known how to do that.
Uh-huh.
No way.
There
They
he
knew
is,
each other.
there he
They
is,
planned
standing
this.
on
I
it.
agree. This is planned.
This was planned. Apparently, she's a plus-size model.
She looks
from-
great, though, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's a plus-size model.
It's a cute
in,
little
in
outfit.
Russia, and they say that she was trying to do it,
It does
for
look
the
staged.
publicity.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look how he goes. He goes around
Does it
and he
really
knows
matter?
exactly where to clip
All
it.
right, let's move on to the next story. Hey, there's still more drama, of course, when it comes to the royal family. Duchess Meghan's half-sister, Samantha Markle. Just pause it just here. Now, Duchess Meghan's half-sister changed her name officially last week
Yes.
to Markle, which I find just dreadful.
Yeah.
Anyway, now she's going on saying that the Duchess of Sussex should do the moral and religious right thing of reuniting their family, adding that the separation should ride on her conscience. And she is also upset that the royal family didn't give her father a coat of arms, unlike the other common fathers who marry into the family. Well, I don't mean to be very rude about this. Samantha, you're acting common yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you,
very much so.
you have just become. I don't mean to. I don't know how to say this without being offensive, or it's just the trashiest thing I've seen.
Well, I think that it'd be different if it's almost like she's trying to imply that Meghan became famous or royal and then cut them off. But that's not the case. They were not in each other's lives, and we don't know what happened. But to have family cut off and not in your life, it's usually something serious.
Can we also
substantial,
just say
yeah.
where you? Let me just pick up on what you said. She was famous before she married into the royal family.
Yeah.
She wasn't talking to them then.
Right. So I think, I don't know. I think it's fine what Meghan is doing. It's up to her who she wants in her life. And she made this decision long before she was famous,
Right.
long before she became a royal.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I
You
support
know,
her.
and the thing is, though, too, that, you know, we had, in our family, I have a half-brother, so, you know,
Yeah.
he was raised from a different mother, and I didn't grow up with him. He's 18 years older. We did end up coming together and got to know each other, and I feel like that's such a benefit in my life. I'm so glad and fortunate that that
Yeah,
happened.
but darling, you don't have a tragic
Well, I'm
sister
not
who's
a
trying to
royal either.
and who's trying to cash in on everything.
Well, they were in each other's lives, though, and had a massive falling out. We don't know
No
what
one
happened.
knows.
Something
True.
happened.
Something's
you know?
gone down.
It wasn't
Right.
like they didn't know each other and then
'Cause they-
you know,
I think
came
they
together.
lived together at some
yeah.
point.
But there's always tension in families that are split like that, half families, and you know, there's always tension there.
Well, there's only tension when it becomes in jealousy or
Right.
monetary terms, or
Right.
you know, if I know lots of families that have come together who are very peaceful and loving to each
Yeah.
other.
I
and
just wish
I
that
just
they
think
could.
this. I keep forgetting her name, Samantha.
Yeah.
I just think it's just so tragic and
that it's so
tacky.
public, it's so tacky.
And
that
I
it's
have
so
to be
public,
honest with
yeah.
you, why would the royal family give her father a coat of arms when he did the wrong thing anyway? Everyone knows you don't talk about the royals, especially if you're getting to be part of the family.
But they're
Do you know what I
so
mean?
not close, and he had never even met Prince Harry. So that's why I just think.
Yeah.
You're ready for this, but I also read in the story that Samantha was saying that Prince Harry should actually fly the father over so he can meet the royal family. I think Prince Harry would be saying...
They said so that he can fulfill his lifelong
long dream of being
visiting Buckingham Palace.
Just like, oh my Lord. And then the half-brother, who's the pot farmer, is... who's now going all over England, taking snapshots, tourists.
Yeah.
It's, look, I just have to say to you, it's a story that will keep giving, okay?
Yeah.
We will talk about this continually.
It will.
Here's the only thing that will be amazing out of this, and I really do think she will become the most amazing young royal, is if she holds her dignity, doesn't start lecturing, and she just keeps giving like she has, showing a lot of class, because this is one classy broad that's married into the royal family.
she is.
She's got style,
Yeah.
she's got class,
Self-made.
self-made, and I just love it.
Yeah,
I love
but
it.
I think it goes to show that everyone can have some like painful family issues going on, you know. So that she can handle it with grace like that. It's just unfortunate it plays out so publicly. Like that's tough.
Oh, the
so
media
hopefully
loves it.
They
I
just
love it.
take it behind closed doors.
We
I
love
don't know.
it.
We
Like
do.
I know you
Yeah.
hate talking about the
It's
royals,
sad.
but you've come alive with this.
Yeah. I just don't like her doing it in the public. You
I know, I got you. Hey everyone, we don't want to say this story is a little, we do want to say, I should say, it's a little hard to tell and watch, but I'm just giving you a little bit of a heads up. It is important and crucial to address a baby in China almost drowns when its inflatable ring flips him over. And the adults at the location finally noticed about 45 seconds later. Now, the child was taken to the hospital and actually survived. The reason why I'm bringing this up, and the reason we're going to talk a little bit more about this in the coming weeks, pool safety, is, you know, I'm looking at this and I have to say, something like that happened to me as a kid on our family dam.
Me too.
Yeah, dam, you know what a dam is so it's is that what you call it here in America? A dam?
A lake.
Like a lake.
Yeah.
We had one built on one of our properties
Okay.
to train the horses in. And we had these big tractor tires that my father would float up.
Yeah.
Well, I got stuck in one, and my sister, my older sister, was being nasty and jumped on it, and I fell over into upside down, and I got stuck. So when I saw this, it freaked me out, and I'm thinking about this, Lyssa, with your boys.
Yeah.
What do you do, and what do you say to them when they do these things, especially when everyone's going water skiing and water boating for the school holidays coming up?
Oh, it's so, I mean, it's so important that
Yeah.
they have to, you know, I mean, they have to be aware of their surroundings and at all times and what they're using like that, because I got stuck in a tube also.
Yes.
And it was my life jacket that actually got stuck on the little, it's one of those old tires with
Yeah,
the metal thing.
like me.
Yes, mine flipped over. I was hooked onto that and with my head underwater just like that. So watching that freaked me out too, just
Yeah.
seeing that again, because it brings back very bad memories of nearly
Yeah.
drowning. But I think, you know, with my kids, I'm there watching. I'm with them all the time. You know what I mean? I don't know how that child was even able to stay underwater
Well, if you
for that amount of
saw
time.
that the
I saw
caregivers
it.
weren't watching, they had
They
their
weren't.
back.
They were talking.
You know?
And you're watching a baby pool. I was a lifeguard growing up in high school and whatnot. And, you know, in a baby pool area, you just never turn your back. Never. It happens so quick. Those kids go under so quick, and they cannot stand up. They cannot get themselves up. And the parents are usually laying out. You know, their eyes might be closed. Not all of them, but a lot of times you're soaking up the sun, not paying attention.
Katie, has anything
That's your
like this
job.
happened in your family or with you? Or?
No, not to me, but I think that something that's important for kids to be aware of is
Parents or kids?
parents to tell their kids, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
even adults to be aware of, knowing that people are around when you're doing things like this and watching you. Maybe you don't go off by yourself and try to get in a raft. Don't go, you know, so that even if you do flip over, that's not catastrophic.
Exactly.
It's catastrophic that there wasn't someone next to you to say, oh, whoop, flip you back over. So I
Right.
think someone having an eye
Or
on
maybe
you.
even get rid of those sorts of toys.
Yeah.
And just have floaties and a life jacket type of toy.
It looked like the baby tried to come up for air and its
But I
foot
think
was caught
still,
underneath.
even with a floaty, you can be swimming down by a hot tub and it gets caught on something and you're stuck.
Yeah.
So I
You're
think
true.
just having someone
and look out
watching.
for each other. Always
Yeah.
look out for those
I
around
got
you.
you.
in
Tell
your
us
life.
what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page and tell us what you feel about the safety tips and things like that. Hey everyone, after the break, it's the final contestant in our Best Barbecue in Lexington contest on Midday Kentucky, everyone. We're going to be right back.